I'm Steve Kramer. I'm a Florida attorney, and today we're going to talk about how trials work. And I want to talk about one particular aspect of trial, and it's called a motion in limine. And in limine is Latin for at the threshold. And generally this is a motion that is filed right before trial or at trial. And the purpose of a motion in limine is to stop the other side from using evidence that could be prejudicial to the jury. We want juries to make decisions based on facts and evidence, not based on their emotions. So what's an example of evidence that might be prejudicial to a jury? Well, one piece of evidence might be, let's say it's a car accident case. And let's say that one side was trying to put in evidence that was a photo of a bloody car accident where somebody was covered in blood. Now, there's an argument that this sort of evidence doesn't necessarily go to the facts of the case, doesn't necessarily show whether somebody's liable, whether they ran that light, doesn't necessarily go to the facts and the evidence before the jury, but it's very likely to inflame the jury's passions and emotions. And again, we want juries and fact finders to make decisions based on evidence and facts. Another example might be in a criminal case, when the state attorney who's prosecuting the case uses words maybe like the accused, or guilty, or charged, right? These are words that tend to maybe convict the defendant before they've been convicted. And again, we want the jury to make decisions based on the facts and evidence. And we don't want them to make those decisions before they've reviewed all of the facts and evidence. Why am I telling you this? Because I've tried a lot of cases, because I've spent a lot of time in court, and I've seen cases ruined because a motion in limine wasn't filed. And I want to be sure that your case is handled the proper way. And if you have any questions about motions in limine or about how trials work, I'd be glad to sit down with you and go through your case. I'm Steve Kramer. Thanks for watching.